Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's the cutest creative on YouTube, Judah X, with another reaction video to a new album that I'm very excited about. Today we are reacting to Fossora. I think that's how you say it. Fossora. I don't know. Something's in my eye. Today we're reacting to Fossora by BJORK. I am so excited. I am a really big BJORK fan. She is one of my favorite artists. Everything about her, the production, the artist she works with, her voice, her lyrics, like just everything about her is so strangely unique and strangely beautiful. And I just like how out there and how herself that she is. So after hearing a Topos and Ovule, I am so excited to hear. And also, my camera, I don't know how to make it focus on my face as well. I don't know if it's doing it right now, but I got rid of as much background as possible because my room has a lot of stuff in it. Because my camera would keep focusing on everything else in my room except for me. So if there's a crusty wall in the background, it's a 16-year-old wall. I've been here since I was a kid, so there's a lot of random drawings from when I was like 10 to 16, so apologies. I'll have the tapestry down. It's just the tapestry's black, so it was like blending into my hair, and I didn't want more problems. So yeah, let's get into the album. Okay, so I've already heard the first two, obviously, Topos and Ovule, but it's a religious experience, so I'm gonna listen to it. I already made a video about Ovule, so go check that out. Okay, I had my religious experience. A Topos, it's just a song that just makes me want to dance like Squidward. Like, it is just so good, and it's so bizarre, and... Okay, so we listened to the first two. What I'm hoping for the rest of the album is more of those disoriented, like, weird sounds. The weird industrial reggaeton beats that I keep hearing in these songs. And just more coolness. I know it's going to be good because it's BJORK and because usually her projects sound just like the singles. So like, say if she releases a single, for example, usually the whole album kind of has the same sound. Let's move on to the next song, which is called Mycelia. Or Mycelia. I like the cut up vocals again, just like an Ovule. This is cool. It reminds me of that game, that app game that was popular for a little bit, where it's like monsters, like you collect monsters on your phone and they like all sing different ways, but they all kind of make those weird sounds like ooh, ah, ba, ba, and like when they all come together they sound really interesting. Is the whole song just oohs and ahs? Oh, we're going somewhere, I think. Yeah, the rise. And it's so dry too. There's like, ooh, that was pretty. There's like hardly any reverb or echo on the voice. I don't think there's any. It's just like dry vocals. Are we gonna go somewhere? It's rising at the end. That's it. This one's called Sorrowful Soil, but before we get into that, Mycelia, I don't know how to say it. That was a nice little interlude. I don't dislike it. Obviously I'm not gonna jam to it like a Topos or Ovule, and I think the purpose is just one of those tracks that's kind of in there for the vibe, just to keep that aesthetic going within the project, and also kind of give you a break from the heaviness of a Topos and Ovule. But let's see what Sorrowful Soil is about. I like how even the choir is disoriented. Like, they're not all singing in sync. I think that's so cool. And I'm actually reminded me because of a song that I just got mastered recently, one of my own songs. They're not anything alike, but the choir, so basically, I don't know why I liked it, but like, I added a bunch of vocal layers to my song where it just sounds like a choir, but I did it in a way where some of the vocals are kind of peeking out from other vocals, like they're not 100% in sync and not 100% together, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of hearing the same thing right here. So I'm glad someone else likes it. If anybody else would like it, I know it would be BJORK, so. It sounds like an acapella of Ovule in a way, like, yeah, it sounds like Ovule without all that extraness, you know? It's interesting. I like how random, like, I can't even try to figure out the... I just like how random her stuff is, like I was saying. Because, like, you think it's gonna go one direction because of all the other songs you've ever listened to that were more basic or more mainstream. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it doesn't go the direction you expect it to. So, like, it's really hard to, like, kind of memorize the tune and kind of sing along because, like, the notes are so chaotic and so all over the place in her vocals and the production. It's so unexpected, and that makes it more exciting for me as a listener. And that kind of felt like an interlude too. So maybe what BJORK is doing is she has the really intense songs, and then she has like an interlude kind of thing, and then another interlude, and it keeps getting more and more heavy throughout the tracks. I might be right about that actually. So like for example, the Mycelia one was kind of just an instrumental, or not instrumental, but kind of very bare production. And then this one, Sorrowful Soil, was kind of the same thing, but it had a little bit more to it, and I feel like it's going to keep either building up or maybe she'll just go crazy again. This is Ancestress. I have not reacted to this, but I did see that it was a single, so let's get into it. 7 minutes long? Holy crap. Almost sounds like a soundtrack. Ooh, the gong.
My skull is my coffee. Serenity, I thank her for her integrity.
Her music is such a fever dream.
Was it just not living?
That was interesting. I'm gonna look up the lyrics real quick because I'm curious. My skull is a cat. Whoa. Stupid dog, shut the fuck up. Oh, so this is about her mother. Supposedly. According to Genius. This is about her mom. That makes sense because Ancestress, and kind of just, it sounds like she's singing about a motherly figure in a light, soft way. I like that. That's cool. And her lyrics are always very pretty. I don't always catch what she's trying to say right away, which is kind of the cool part about it, because once you catch it, you're like, oh, wow, this is cool. But yeah, the production I thought was cool. The xylophone and the music boxes reminded me of Vespertine, the album, a little bit. I don't know if it's one of my favorites. I wasn't super feeling it, but I did think it was a pretty track. I did like the vocals, and the lyrics are cool, and the whole purpose behind the song. I almost played it, but this next one is called Fagurt I Fjörðum. Focus on me! Focus on me. Focus on me. Oh, okay. Why isn't it focusing on me? Oh my god. Me when no one notices me. When I am awesome. Okay. So this next one is called whatever it is. Let's listen. What language is this? So I know she's what's it called? She's Icelandic. Here we go with the trumpets or horns, whatever these are, clarinets. Oh, that was another interlude. Huh. I don't have much to say about that last one. Besides, I like how she sings in that language. This next one is called Victimhood. And we're back with those weird clarinets again. I'm excited. This drum beat is very enigma. Spooky sounding. Give me a minute, I'm gonna wait till this bitch shuts the fuck up, cause like I'm trying to listen, but my ears are so sensitive that all I'm hearing is the stupid pitbull in the background, so we're gonna listen to the rest in a bit. Sorry guys. Whoa, this is cool. It's so massive. I love how it's such a calm beat, a very new age kind of beat, chill beat, and then there's these big, massive sounds. The drum beat's getting more layered. Ooh, I like that note. That one note where she's like, victimhood. That was very pretty. Yeah, again, I don't understand the lyrics, so I'm gonna look them up because this is an interesting production. Let's finish it. Well, let's finish the rest. I love the vocal cuts in this album, where it makes it sound like the voice is like a synthesizer or something. Playing the victim makes it seem like others owe you some sort of compensation. It makes you seem praiseworthy for having endured something. This ironic display of superiority through victimhood will only lead to more conflict down the line. BJORK wants to reject this practice. Okay, I get it. I forgot what victimhood meant. You know, some like the way she writes lyrics, she'll be like one word and then blah 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 blah. One word, blah blah blah. So there's always a lot of people wonder how her way of singing and phrasing is so unique. That's why, because I feel like she does a lot of singers, they'll have an even, when it comes to each phrase, they'll have like an even amount of words in each phrase. But BJORK will be like, for example, one phrase will just be like, blender. I love the blender within my body. Like, and then she'll be like, palette. I like the eyeshadow that comes out of it. So like, she'll say one thing and then she like adds another phrase like, does that make sense? I might sound crazy, but it's always like one word, then a sentence. One word, a sentence. I noticed that with her songwriting. Next song is called Allow. Got some flutes now. Sounds very happy. So pretty. This sounds very Utopia. It reminds me of her album Utopia. I can feel so much influence from Arca with a lot of the drum beats and a lot of like how glitchy the production is. Like mostly when it comes to the beats, I'm hearing a lot of Arca inspiration from the beats. Maybe not so much in this song, but I'm definitely hearing it in like Atopos and all the other songs that have like a very distinct beat to it. This one's more smoother sounding. But yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like she got influenced by Arca when they did Utopia. So now I'm hearing a lot more glitchiness when it comes to the beats in her music. I like their voices together a lot. I like how similar they sound, but you can tell who's who. BJORK has such a distinct tone. Like the way these vocals and all these songs, especially when there's like layers of different vocals from different voices, the way it just gains up on you. Like it's more uniform for a second, then all of a sudden, like all these allows and allow, like, and they start kind of building up on each other and creating this very overwhelming chaos that is also so beautiful. And I just love the chaotic chorus effect. I think it's so much better than to just have a uniform chorus, you know? It makes it more interesting. It makes you feel more tripped out. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites. So far my favorites are Atopos. I'm gonna keep saying that. Ovule, and Allow. Their vocals, this Emily, Nicholas, and BJORK together, they sound really, really good. And they have a similar tone, but BJORK has such a chaos and such a raw emotion to her voice that it kind of sticks out more. But this other woman, she has this other person has a unique tone to their voice as well. But like they aren't overpowering BJORK, but they also aren't too far in the background, if that makes sense. This is called Fungal City. That's cool. Oh, I like that, like, vocal effect. No vocals again. Oh, he has a nice voice. That little red. It's very whimsical sounding. It's perfect that it came right after the other one. Gotta lead again. I love his little random riff. It's so random. And then those choppy metal sounds. This is another one with Kasimin. Kaismin. I don't know how to say it, but he did Atopos. This is called Trolla-Gabba. I'm looking forward to this because it's this another guy, the same guy from the first track. But about the last one, Fungal City, I think that's definitely gonna be up there in my favorites again. I always put like a list of my, like, from my most favorite to my least favorite at the end of the video, so you guys will see if it is or not when editor Judah gets involved. So but yeah, I liked it. It was very whimsical, very happy sounding, very utopia again. I enjoyed it. Now let's move on to Trolla-Gabba. Cut up vocals again, my favorite. Oh my god. This is terrifying. And then we're just back to that. I absolutely fuck with this. This is amazing. I really, 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 really enjoyed that one. I know some people probably don't, but this is the kind of shit that I listen to when I want to, when when I just want to get energy out, when I just want to feel relieved from the amount of energy my freaking body always contains 24/7, like, I listen to stuff like this and I feel understood. And I feel, like, relaxed after listening to it. It was terrifying. But it was so... It just invokes so much energy and emotion to you. Like, it just... Like, I don't know, just... terrifying chaos like this, experimental music like this, just heals my soul. And this was great. This is definitely in the favorites. I really, really like this one. Next one is Free Fall.
Free fall.
We know BJORK. I love all these strains.
Mountains and beaches, our joint presence gains form. Our will get unless
Oh,
our solar systems coalesce.
we're getting back to the whimsical sound.
Softly surrender.
I wanted to read the lyrics real quick to some of them. Free fall, I let myself free fall into your arms, into the shape of the love we created. Our emotional hammock. Oh, I didn't catch that. That's so cool. Emotional hammock. Wow. Safe inside the fabric of your love, of our love-woman membrane. Every time we kiss, share songs and films, hike mountains and beaches, our joint presence gains forms. This is really, yeah, this is definitely a love song. And it's, like, her love songs are so pure and so, like, just so, like, you get more hopeless romantic vibes rather than just, like, I don't know, it's just so pure compared to, like, and, like, I don't know, like, it's just something so innocent and sweet about her love songs.
Itself formed a nebulous cloud.
For those of you that don't know, my battery died, so I had to wait a little bit before I listened to the rest of the album, so we're back. That's why my lipstick's gone.
A gentle light.
Sounds like the intro to Coraline almost. Again, the love songs she makes are so innocent, so pure, so sweet and delicate. And I just loved how much more smooth and ambient this one was. And I also like how it kind of changed a little bit and became like a whimsical kind of sound again towards the end. Yeah, this is definitely going to be in my favorites. This is the title track, Fossora, and it is featuring Kasimin again. So, someone please tell me how to say that. Kasimin. So I'm excited because I'm liking the songs that BJORK is doing with them so far. Her nerves spread like wings. Someone tell me what Fossora means too. I like that weird jingly sound. So happy sounding and so aggressive at the same time. I think it's talking about some mythological creature of some sort. That's what it sounds like. Of course, Flora might be some creature. I'm looking this up. Okay. Oh, she traveled to Iceland to make this album. That's cool. The title means digger and is the ungrammatical feminine version of the Latin word for digger. Okay, why didn't I know that? Anyways. And okay, that makes so much sense now that I know what the word means. Good thing I looked that up because, like, I was gonna say this album reminds me a lot of Utopia, and when you think of Utopia, you think of up high, you think of like heaven, you think of up above. And then so it sounds like Utopia, but it also sounds like a lot of the drums are very distorted and very meaty and very gritty and very like just very heavy, like very loud and massive sounds in this album as well that are almost industrial sounding. And that kind of reminds me of the ground, like heaviness, the earth. And then like combining that with the Utopia, all the album sounds like it makes sense why this is called Fossora, because it's like going back down to earth. I don't know if she said that, but like that's kind of what I'm getting now that I know what the word means. Because there's a lot of massive sounds that are super heavy. Here we go with the industrial drums. What's going on? Ooh! I like that drum. Or that bass. Whatever that is, where it's like bum, 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 like it sounds super distorted. I like that, that's cool. And I like the voice, her voice right now. It's very industrial now. I like how that makes her voice sound. This is giving me Visions by Charlie XCX at the end, where it kind of just starts going all crazy, and like Pink Diamond from that same album. It's reminding me of that. I don't know why, but yeah. I love the distortion on her voice. That was cool. I liked all the different parts of that song. Like, I like songs that kind of just are very theatrical and go all over the place. The ending definitely sold it for me. I think this is going to be on my favorites just because of the ending. Because that was really cool sounding. And, like, I did like this one a lot as well. Yeah, and, like, just the epiphany that I had looking up the name Fossora about this whole album, that it just makes so much sense. It's like an earthy version of Utopia. Like, it's just, there's so much muddy sounds, so much meaty, massive sounds. It just makes so much sense now. It looks like we have one more song left. I'm kind of sad. I mean, I kind of spent half the day listening to this album, so I guess I kind of soaked it all in pretty well. But I'm sad that it's coming to an end. And this is like my first time listening to it. Like, I wish I could go back to the first time I listened to a lot of albums. But this is Her Mother's House, featuring Isadora Bjarkardottir Barney. I hope I don't know. I don't think I said that right. I love the woodwinds.
Space in your voice.
Ooh, that's a pretty voice.
Shows the scale of your compassion.
Here we go with the disoriented chorus again. Oh my god.
A dry voice.
A dry voice right there.
From a stingy heart.
Stingy heart. That's how it ends? Wait, no. I don't want to play anything else. We're done. I'm going to look up the lyrics to Her Mother's House because I'm curious. This album cover is so cool, by the way. I love the album cover. Fungal city, subterranean, curved the forest floor. We walk into the sunken mystery, trunks bursting through the moss from our love. Interesting. Should I soften the blow of life on him? Cotton wool cocoon him? His capacity for love is enormous. His vibrant optimism happens to be my faith too. That's pretty. His body calligraphs the space above my head. Wow. Horizontal signature on my skin. I'm a rapture. Perfumed velvet darkness. This is so pretty. And again, it's so abstract too, but it's so, so pretty. And you know, that's a very soft way to end the album. Very just gentle. Like it's just a breath of fresh air. Very, very pretty. But yeah, that's Fossora by BJORK. It's over. And I'm obviously I get to listen to it more, but like I'm sad that it's over. But yeah, this is my ranking of the entire album. From my favorite song to my least favorite song. I definitely know that Atopos is gonna be up there. Okay, so let's talk about the how I feel about the album now. Starting with production, I love Cassiman. I forgot how to say it or how it was spelled, but I love the production from that person. I think it's the producer because I believe they were in the music video for Atopos. Loved the songs that they were featured on. And I think the production was definitely very Arca inspired. I heard a lot of Arca in the drum beats specifically. There was a lot of industrial energy, a lot of industrial music vibes in the album. Again, mostly with the beats and the drums, a lot of distortion on them. And it's like these messy, muddy, massive sounds, distorted sounds in the midst of classical music instruments or classical instruments and very pretty, whimsical sounds. And it's such an interesting contrast because they're total opposites, and you put them together and it just feels like a dark fairy tale or a dark fantasy of some sorts. And it's so, so interesting and so satisfying to listen to because it's like the best of both worlds for me personally, as someone who's a fan of the whimsical sounds and a fan of the industrial, distorted, edgier sounds. The production is a 10 out of 10 on this whole album. It was very, very good. And I think this is probably the most industrial sounding BJORK has been in a while, since the 90s, I think. Yeah, because I haven't heard her use distortion in anything for a while because it was very clean sounding for a while, a lot of her music. It was like an edgier version of, again, Utopia. The vocals are amazing. I love the chaotic choruses that she did with their features or with even her own voice, where it was like a chorus, but it wasn't uniform. It was kind of chaotic. They were all kind of singing at different times, singing the same lyrics, but at different times of the song. And it was so unique and so soothing and confirming for me with the songs that I was working on. And then her voice is always so raw, so pure, so much good energy from her voice. Like, she has a very unique voice, very unique tone, very emotional tone. And all the features that were on this album, I think, complemented her voice very well, and they had beautiful voices as well. The first girl, I think, the Emily person, I think that was the best collaboration vocally. I think that made so much sense with her voice. Like, they just suited each other so well. And then there was like that R&B sounding guy that was kind of out of place for me. But I think, I don't know, it sounded very good regardless. And her Mother's House collaboration, she had a very beautiful, very technically good, very delicate voice, angelic voice. I really did enjoy hearing that. And I felt like it was kind of more of the production on this song versus the other features, but it was really, really good. So vocals, 10 out of 10. I think this album, the aesthetic, the production, the visuals, everything about it, the lyrics, all of it's 10 out of 10. It's just so chaotically beautiful and whimsical, and it's like just listening to an actual fairy tale take place. And yeah, this is a great BJORK album. I think this is definitely going to be one of my favorite albums by her as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed doing this because love this. Love BJORK. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch me react to more alternative music. I'm trying to react to Earth Eater pretty soon, so stay tuned for that because someone requested it and I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm very slow at editing. But yeah, this is probably going to be out in a couple days from this day. Love you guys so much. Keep being awesome. Keep being you. I have a Spotify link in bio. I also have mood playlists, so even if you don't like my own music, there's like a ton of playlists for different vibes if you like music similar to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!